Musée des Arts Décoratifs, a museum of the decorative arts and design, located in the Palais du Louvre's western wing, known as the Pavillon de Marsan, at 107 Rue de Rivoli, in the 1st arrondissement of Paris, France. It is one of 3 museum locations of Les Arts Décoratifs. The museum also hosts exhibitions of fashion, advertising and graphic art from its collections from the formerly separate but now defunct Musée de la Publicité and Musée de la Mode et du Textile. Displays. The museum collection was originally founded in 1905 by members of the Union des Arts Décoratifs. The architect was Gaston Redon. It houses and displays furniture, interior design, altarpieces, religious paintings, objets d'art, tapestries, wallpaper, ceramics and glassware, plus toys from the Middle Ages to the present day. The collection is primarily composed of French furniture, tableware, carpets such as those from Aubusson, porcelain such as that by the Manufacture Nationale de Chevreuse, and a large number of glass pieces by René Lalique, Émile Gallet and many others. It includes numerous works in the Art Nouveau and Art Decorative styles and modern examples by designers like Eileen Gray and Charlotte Perriand. However, the museum's deep holdings range back to 13th century Europe. Of interest to the public are the period rooms. Examples include part of Jean Lanvin's house in the early 1920s at 16 Rue Barbe de Jouy in Paris. Others are graphic artist Eugene Grasset's dining room of 1880, and the 1752 gold cabinet of Avignon. And, peculiar to a French museum it seems, there is the 1875 bedroom of courtesan Lucie Emily Delabine, purportedly the inspiration for the main character in Émile Zola's novel Nana. There is a famous ceiling, the one owned by the famous Jean-Baptiste d'Albert de Luynes, mistress of the then Duke of Savoy. Exhibitions. Some of the museum's vast number of exhibitions has been distinguished. Von Brunhammer, a curator and then director of the museum for over 4 decades from the early 1950s and the person who rediscovered Eileen Gray, organized the 1966 exhibition Les Années Écoutes 25, Art Décoratif Bauhaus, Style Esprit Nouveau. The exhibition served to coin Art Décoratif, the term that came to describe design between the world wars, particularly French modern design. The museum is somewhat on a par with similar and venerable decorative arts and design-focused institutions such as the more international Victoria and Albert Museum in London, and was the inspiration for the Hewitt Sisters collection in the Cooper Union in New York City. However, due to the large number of fine art exhibitions mounted at the Paris Museum, its focus has been diluted and caused its name, Musée des Arts Décoratifs, to be a misnomer. Renovation. The Musée des Arts Décoratifs was shuttered from 1996 due to a renovation of the building and of 6,000 or so works from the collection. The renovation costs €35 million. The museum reopened September 15, 2006. Beatrice Salmon, the current director and overseer of the restoration, has called the collection "the history of French taste and of the decorative arts and design in France," and has suggested people understand how to relate to paintings and sculpture in a museum, but they don't know how to interpret objects.